Welcome in, y'all. I'm a little late. Listen, multiple things. I'm late because I literally just found out this psychology theory that I had no idea existed. And I want to share it with you guys. I know it's early. I know it's 6:52 a.m. my day, my part, my time. That's what I'm looking for. But I had no idea. So I'm gonna tell you guys about it because I'm gonna dabble into it, but I don't know if any of my clans are gonna pull up. But this really took me out, bruh. And that's why I'm late. That's why my eyes look red. I wasn't asleep. I went in the room and laid down because my daughter woke up. But y'all, so I'm gonna try to explain a lot of this story and not like for y'all to know who I'm talking about, right? So I knew someone that stood firm on their wrongs. And to me, it was just something wrong, right, bruh? This is psychology. I know it's bright eyed and bushy tailed. Let's just use an example. And I'm going to get into the psychology behind it, bruh. Because I just think psychology is so fascinating to me. Boom. Let's say somebody wanted to rob a bank. From normal people like me, I feel like it's wrong to want to rob a bank. But for these people who suffer from some kind of abused issue, that there's individuals who feel like they know it's wrong to rob a bank, but they'll have justifiable reasons. And to these individuals, they would feel like for normal people, I'm not saying normal because I ain't normal, but for people like me, maybe like you're like, nah, bruh, wrong is wrong at the end of the day, right? If you robbed a bank, it's still wrong. And let's say that person robbed a bank and fired off, blah, 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 can't say it on YouTube, right? And people were injured. But to this individual who suffers from, and it's like, bruh, golly, I had a whole conversation with ChatGPT over it. It's not narcissistic, Meadow. That's the thing. It sounds narcissistic. Let me tell you what it is. Because I knew a person who stood firm on their wrongs. And I was like, bruh, that's wrong. What? It's wrong. And they don't feel guilty for it. It seems like a narcissist. It's not a personality disorder. It is just them lacking accountability. And they lack it and they commit wrongdoings. But to them, they can have an unknown justifiable reason to why they do it. So they won't admit to you that they're doing it. They won't admit to you that, it's wrong because to them, in their mind, it seems justifiable. Bro, hold on. Because I was just like, you know how you be going on them rabbit holes at like 6 o'clock in the morning? At least that's me for being on night shift. Let me tell y'all what it's called, bro. Hold on. It's a long Daniel in the building. Tenzi Garcia in the building. Thank you guys for pulling up. It's not my normal time. My bad, y'all. I just hopped on because I wanted to go on after I got off of work. And that's why I'm here. Shout out to you guys for pulling up. Melissa, hold on one second. Meadow, my bad. Your name ain't Melissa. That's my bad. My apologies. Hold on, y'all. Damn, bruh. Cause I'm like, it has to do with like ego deflection, y'all. And like 4 out of 10 people suffer from it. They just don't take accountability. They constantly deflect. And I ain't gonna lie, I dated one person like this. and he did something horrible. So he's not going to come out and say, I did it, it's wrong. To them, they make it seem as though there's justifiable reasons to them in their head that people like me might not relate to. So they'll find reasons of lying and deflecting numerous times, you know what I'm saying? Because they feel like it's right. It's like, I don't know, man. I want to say it's like it's ego driven, but for whatever reason, I can't think of the name of it. That blew my mind, bruh. It's not a narcissist. They say like to narcissists, to normal people, it seems like it's a narcissist, but it's not a narcissist. It's just lack of got my head itching, y'all. Ego, lack of ego, and just constant denial and taking, accountability. And I say that because I remember one day when I was dating this individual, he was like, we were talking about like, he was like, man, you too special, you too American, you don't eat, you too picky. Like me, I would drink. And it hit me later because my mind be thinking like, dun, dun, dun. My mind be thinking so fast. But he was like, man, I would drink expired milk because I don't got no problem with drinking expired milk. And it hit me and I was like, bro, why would I drink expired milk? Like willingly, like drinking expired milk is bad. Like it does more damage than it does good. Of course, he didn't say you're right, because they don't say you're right, because they think they're right all the time. Shin in the building, just not waking up. I need you to get with the program, boy. No, I've been up. Clearly, third shift line. AM, thank you so much for that like. I really appreciate it. Y'all, let me see if I can find this. My bad, Shin. We talking about, I act like it's church or something. We talking about, nah, man, I had a flashback of when I dated this guy and I was like, what does it mean? When someone constantly deflects. I had dated this guy and he had done something horrible. And it's like when I asked him about it, he just constantly deflect. Like I remember like leaving the conversation like feeling super defeated because it was like no matter what, I didn't get an answer. I was like, what? It's wrong. You feel me? And I kept trying to prove, you know how I am. I kept trying to prove like, bruh, it's wrong. Why do I got to tell you this is wrong when it's textbook format of being wrong, right? And I thought like, man, is this a narcissist? It just hit me today. Like, is this narcissism? I thought it was narcissism. And it's not narcissism, bruh. It's like a ego driven trait that's not narcissism. And it's a trait to where people feel like they can't be wrong, and they, in their mind, they make a justifiable reason of it. And I was telling I don't know if I keep trying to say Melissa, bruh, Meadow, nasty, where I shake my head right, certain things are just common sense. But for these people, it's not common. So like, for example, I was talking to, I know you're probably wiping the crust out your eye, Shin. I was telling Meadow that, for example, these people will say something like this. Like, to me, no matter what, it's wrong to rob a bank. I mean, come on now. I can say, yeah, I'm behind on bills and I need money. But at the end of the day, I would say it's wrong, right? But for these individuals, they make up an excuse in their head that's justifiable for them to commit the crime, even if, they went in the bank and injured some individuals from going in the bank. To them, it's justifiable due to whatever they got going on in life, bruh. And that to me is mind blowing. Shin with the new photo, bro. Who is that? Is that you? I don't know. That it's just so the individual that I was dating at that time, it's like not a disorder. It's not a disorder. It's just their way of thinking. Bro, I can't relate to people like that. So, and instead of them coming straight out and saying, you know, I robbed the bank because of this, it just makes me feel like they're capable of doing like more crazy things. Like to me, these are the people that poison their wives and they have a justifiable answer to them of why they poisoned the wife. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's what I was at mentally. You feel me? But yeah, I got off work like an hour early, y'all. I wasn't planning on getting off work an hour early. I went in telling my managers, like, it's a new year. I'm going to be bright-eyed and bushy-tailed and not leaving early. And here I am getting off an hour early. So I want to, I know Shin's been following my journey of, are you following this journey, Shin, of when my manager that's 19, I checked him politely and, because I was just like, you never speak to me and I don't want you to speak to me. I'm just letting you know I'm not a pick me. And I observe Mark in the building. I observed you talking to other colleagues. Are you up to date on that story, Shin? Are you still with us? Let me know. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button one time if y'all don't mind. My name's Natalie. This is definitely not my normal time I'm usually on. But I said, hey man, it's January. It's 2026. So trying to get out here in these streets a little bit more. You feel me? I'm gonna still go live later on today. You remember me talking about it? Maybe ask AI on your cell phone or computer. Oh my God. So Mark, Anthony in the building, hands to the ceiling. Mark, let me ask real fast. Meta, why do I keep wanting to call you Melissa? Is that your real name? Hold on one second. Hold on, y'all. 1 second. I know this is not. I don't like. I don't know. I'm just a chatterbox where I feel like if I get quiet, that's disrespectful. Hold on 1 second. All right. I was about to call you Melissa again, bruh. It's me at this point, right? It's called high moral disengagement. High moral disengagement, and it's paired with low accountability tolerance. I know it's a mouthful at 7:00 in the morning, but Mark, I just called Shin up. I was thinking just now, like I dated a guy many, many years ago, and he had done something completely wrong. And when I went to ask him, I had never in my life like dealt with that. You feel what I'm saying? I had never dealt with someone on this caliber. I had never been hip to the terminology of deflecting. And so when we talked about it, I can't tell you all that, Mark, because I ain't trying to point no fingers at no people. Let's say he robbed a bank. He robbed a bank. And I found out. And I was like, why would you rob the bank? And he was like, that's what I said, man. Before I get on here, how am I going to tell them without telling them? He robbed a bank. Let's just say he robbed a bank. I found out he robbed the bank. And I was like, why would you rob the bank? And he didn't tell me he robbed it, but I knew he robbed it. You feel what I'm saying? Hypothetically speaking, y'all, this is not real life. So YouTube, please don't kick me out. No, not the $2 bills, man. Shut up, Mark. Shut up. Anyway, I'll tell you that to tell you that he kept deflecting whenever I would ask him, to the point where we were deflecting so much, it made me feel bad for even stepping to you and asking you why you did it. I was literally like lost at the end of the conversation. And me, the kind of person I am, I'm probably got issues too. It's not gaslighting. It's called high moral disengagement, and it's paired with low accountability tolerance. And, long story short, these individuals suffer from thinking in their mind that they're right. They find a way of making you feel me? Find a way of making it acceptable in their mind. And so it made me think like these are the types of individuals that poison their spouse and then have just in their mind a they lack accountability. You feel what I'm saying? They lack accountability to the point where they make a alternate reason of why they do it in their head. I don't know if they're knowing that it's correct, but they just hate to say that they're wrong. Wild stuff, boy. B Frost in the building, hands to the ceiling. Byron, thank you for pulling up. They say it's paired with narcissists. They say that, people in the 21st century, they classify it as narcissism, but it's not narcissism. What part are you lost at, Mark? Bro, I ate that up too. I ate that part up at the end. Let me know because we got to move forward. We got to move with the next lesson of the next story. Rev in the building, hands to the ceiling. Thank you for pulling up. You talking? What are you talking about, B Frost? What you talking about? Bro, come on. I thought like 7:00. Shouldn't y'all be getting ready for school? Don't be pulling up on a live on the bull about the new generation. Nah, this is like a personality. It's not a disorder, bruh. I don't know. I thought maybe because there's different personality traits. I can't quote them off the top of my head. I know there's A's. Type A's do certain things. Type B's do certain things. C people are more caring. Like D people are just like you got to tell them how to do everything. Every day they get amnesia. I thought this would be paired with one of those, but this is not paired with one of those. You getting my girl. Yep, getting my girl ready for school now. God. Got you. So yeah, that's what we were just talking about, Rip. Let me catch you up, and then we got to move forward. I'm over here acting like Angela Yee. But, all right, so I got off today at 5:30, y'all. I'm typically off at 6:30 a.m. Night shift in the building, hands to the ceiling. So anyway, I got off an hour early, and I'm the kind of person where I be thinking a lot, Albert Einstein type stuff. And I thought about, previously a relationship that I had with a guy, and we had gotten into an argument over something he did that was just crazy. Wow, that I could not wrap my hands around it, right? So anyway, me being me, I'm the kind of person where, bruh, I'm done after this because I realize I have this. But I'll try to make you understand, not like you did wrong, but like explain to me why you would do this. You know what I'm saying? I'm not getting it. So anyway, he had made it seem very justifiable what he did. And everybody's like, well, what did he do? What did he do? What did he do? And I just said, hypothetically speaking, let's say he robbed a bank, hypothetically. And I found out. And I asked him, why would you do that? Because to me, the personality trait that I am, there's no justifiable reason of robbing a bank. You know, I personally wouldn't do it. Don't get me wrong. I get it. I got bills just like y'all. But me to go in and rob a bank, but these people make it justifiable. And let's say when he robbed the bank, he unalived people, right? These individuals make it seem, say it again, Natalie, justifiable, right? He made it seem like that argument, what he did wasn't wrong. And it's because they have low accountability and everything's driven by their ego. Meaning, if they were to admit it out loud, I did this because of da 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 da, they would never do that due to the fact that that would hurt their ego. The name of it is, then we're going to move forward, high moral disengagement and low accountability tolerance, right? So what I was saying right before you pulled up is that they make it justifiable in their mind, even though it could be completely 1000% incorrect. And so the Nat Pack was like, well, is it narcissism? And when I looked that up, because it sounds like narcissism to me, it's like, nah, this ain't narcissism. They just that's wild to me, bruh. Why am I the only one over here like, do y'all feel what I'm saying or y'all don't feel what I'm saying? Seen a robbery where dudes yanked out the ATM that was a hot like, and they couldn't even lift it. What do you mean hot like? It was like heavy or like no. So no, what if they don't have money? It's not a big thing. I don't have money. I don't have money. So I wouldn't go unalive someone if they have money to make it justifiable. Like to me, they lack empathy. They lack that feeling of remorse. So to me, I don't think it's justifiable. It's a hard to grasp your angle with such an extreme. All right, Mark. I wonder what happened after they yanked the ATM. I know. Now you got $2. Get out. Get out. I do got $2. I got more in there too. Exactly. All right, y'all. Hold on. Like it was noticeable, like it was a big scene. Even a night case, they were still on camera. That's wild. Demonic. Exactly. That is the word I'm looking for. To me, it seems so demonic that, because you got to think, somebody on that level, y'all, is capable of doing the unknown. Yeah, I think me using the example of robbing a bank is surface level. But when I think in depth, these people think in their head that it's acceptable. You know what I'm saying? And like it could be anything. Like I think of, when I watch Lifetime, it was trending on Lifetime a minute ago that, let me not go into the details, but men were unaliving their wives, right? So it seems to me that you would be willing to unalive somebody deliberately just because it seemed justifiable in your mind. Now, it can be like traced to like ego-driven scenarios, We went from we did because I'm trying to like prove a point. Wait, you from New York? No, I'm not from New York. I sound like it. Some words I sound like it's New York because I've been like practicing my New York accent, but no, I'm straight from the Kentucky. Talk about Tyler Perry. Boss play. You about to get kicked out already, bruh. I feel bad for things I've done when I was younger. People who don't feel bad about their actions. Exactly. And these people don't feel bad about it. So I think that's why it's hard for me. Um, I guess that's why I'm very empathetic. So to me, it seems like it's very hard for me to connect. NYC, thank you for pulling up. Uh Byron, I just keep it in mind. Have you ever seen John Q? He held it. I remember that. Was it because his son was sick or something? Oh, they got YouTube in the boonies. What's that mean? In Kentucky, I'm not in Kentucky now, but the city I'm from, you probably never heard of it, but it's called Louisville, Kentucky. It's where they have the Kentucky Derby. Muhammad Ali's from there. It's like the biggest city in Kentucky, in Louisville. Yeah, Louisville, we call it our own city. Yeah, Anthony, isn't it a little bit too early to like? What is your point? What are you trying to say? What is your point? What do you want? What are you trying to say? Do we have internet? Does Louisville, Kentucky have internet? Is that what you're asking? Just ask it. But I'm not in Louisville anymore. I've been living in Tampa, Florida. I guess that might be the boonies too, for about 4 years in March. So I'm from Kentucky, but I'm not presently in Kentucky actively speaking. So you lived in Kissimmee. I'm glad to hear that. You was born in Kentucky, Evan. What part of Kentucky? I had a friend I knew was just back to Kentucky, but I heard he. Damn, I'm sorry to hear that, man. Woodford County. How far is that from Louisville? And to have bull rides. Morning, Antonio. You don't know how far that's from Louisville? I posted this video. Never mind, it's on the exclusive member. Saying Louisville in the boonies is like saying Atlanta's in the boonies. They don't know. I don't know. That's why I don't even like, bruh. I don't know. This year, I'm going to stop explaining myself to people. If you feel like it's in the boonies, it's in the boonies. You feel me? If you feel it. What did T.I. say? You can have whatever you like. You can have whatever you like. My mom was born in Lexington. Oh, man. Can't mess with you, Evan. You know, that's wildcat country. That's wildcat. We don't do wildcats, baby. We cards all day over here, son. Ask your mom. Kenya in the building. Okay, y'all. So, like, Anthony, is this what we're doing? Like, we just bragging about where we're from? No, no disrespect. You're from New Jersey. Shout out to New Jersey. Shout out to New Jersey. But I feel like you can correct me if I'm wrong. Everybody should be proud of where they're from. Reb, you're absolutely right. Everybody should be proud of where they're from. You know what I'm saying? So for me to be like from Kentucky, I'm 100% proud to be from Kentucky. It don't bother me. Now, it might bother you. It might bother you, but like to me, it don't bother me. Unapologetic. Unapologetic. Everybody should be happy from where they're from. You feel me? Anthony from Jersey. I'm from Philly. Philly in the building. Why would we be bothered that how long you been here? Angry chair? How long you been here? You must not have caught the whole conversation. Alaska, not from here, just live here with my dog. Shout out to Alaska. Too much rambling. Should have stayed at work the last hour and made some money. Oh my God. KFC, yes. Cape Town in the building. Hands to the ceiling. All right, y'all. Since it seems like we're past the subject of me being from Kentucky, and I told y'all I was going to give y'all part 2 to the manager that, you feel me, that was talking a little whack at my job. You didn't miss too much. Like, I've already said the story like 20 times, Antonio. I already said the story. I can keep saying it because, I talk all day. You feel me? It could be worse. She could be from Alabama or Baltimore. Y'all not proud of where y'all from? Like, if I was from Mississippi, I'd be proud that I'm from there. I don't know. I guess that makes me very humble. Titus, have a wonderful day, okay? How you wake up like that? How you wake up in that mood? How you wake up upset? How you wake up upset, get on your phone, and then spread rudeness? How do you do that? That's wild, son. That's wild. You been up all night? So you been up all night with that energy? Just being nasty and rude? That's crazy work, isn't it? That's wild. It's literally 7:24 my time. I think we're on the same time. And you wake up like that. Boy, I can only imagine. We getting off subject, but you keep talking about where you're from. Please like and subscribe and tap the screen. Only if you're going to come back. Breonna Taylor was a drug dealer. Bro, y'all crazy. It's not rude. It's a fact. You aren't talking about anything of consequences. You're just reading the chat. So why are you here? It sounds like you don't like to take accountability. Because if it was me, I've talked about this before. Ronnie in the live, hands up to the sky. If it was me, I'm not going to waste my time and energy somewhere where I feel like it doesn't serve me. I would just be like, damn, this live ain't about shit. Let me stroll up. Because I can guarantee there's about 1,000 other people on live right now. You don't have to be here. You don't have to be here, baby. But you lack accountability. You lack the knowledge of saying, man, I don't got to be here. You want to be here. Not you, Anthony, but same rule for everybody. Because you know what I'll say? I say this in real life. Y'all, I get it. This is a platform. You feel what I'm saying? And spirits are going to come and go. But I know in real life, the kind of individual that I am, that not everybody is gonna like me in real life. So that I say the same thing on YouTube. I am not at everybody type of hoe. I'm not at everybody hoe. I'm not made for everybody. So if you realize that I'm not made for you, leave. Why y'all just sit here and keep talking and entertaining and going back and forth? As men, that's wow. That's some feminine energy, bruh. I expect a female to go back and forth with a female. I don't expect a man. When I think of man, I think masculinity. Where's the masculinity at? If y'all going to sit here and argue with a woman at 7:27 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and y'all need me to address it, because realistically, it's giving mommy issues, baby. I didn't do it. I'm not your mama. You feel me? I'm not your mama. If you don't like it, leave. Be the man. Cause it's giving if I got into an argument with my girlfriend, I'm not gonna hit the wall. I'm gonna argue with her. Cause I'm a man. I'm a man. Woo! Golly, boy. Anyway, y'all, I think they all got out now. Are y'all gonna hit the girl? Are y'all gonna go play tennis? Cause I don't do back and forth, baby. I I mean I can. Dolph voice preach, granddaddy. She'll never win an argument with a woman. Man, I don't get it. I don't get it. You ain't talking about nothing. What? Where's the man? A1. A112. Come on, man. Come on. It's too early, bruh. This is like what this energy comes when I go live at 6 p.m., like 7 o'clock in the morning. Come on, y'all. Come on. Why are you going to, he's going to be here? She's an idiot. What an idiot. She contradicted herself. Bruh, grow up. Take some accountability. I don't go back and forth. Like maybe when I was like in my 20s. I ain't gonna lie, when I was in my 20s. Kim, thank you for pulling up. When I was in my 20s, I used to say, like, that's why a lot of people tell me I have a lot of emotional intelligence, because when I was in my 20s, that's when they had, y'all probably don't remember, the flip phones. They weren't flip phones. My bad. It was the phones that had the keyboard, because texting was starting to get popular. And I thought I was too cool that I can sit there and just type out on like a keyboard type environment and hit send. But I used to realize, like, bro, I ain't gonna sit here and type a paragraph back to not the sidekick. Let me pull it up on my phone, y'all. I can't think of the name of it. I don't even know what to search, but I knew that's when Sprint was around. I think this phone was tied specifically to Sprint. Sprint, like, I'm gonna type in Sprint keyboard. Sprint keyboard phone came straight up. It was called like, oh my, that looks like, no, that's not it. But it's kind of like, you feel me? One of these. Kind of like the sidekick, right? Anyway, more of the story is I did not go back and forth with people. I realized, like, dang, bruh, I'm not going to write a whole paragraph and send it to somebody. I ain't going to do it. Like, I would start to write it and be like, I ain't going to, come on, man, I ain't going to do this. But so it entertains me that people can fill the chat with, oh, you stupid, you're dumb. Yo, this, that. Bruh, I ain't doing that. Are you talking about the chirp? I remember the chirp. My bad, y'all. No, I'm 39. I don't know how old you are, Anthony. How old are you? Rats, how you doing? You look like Ashanti. Somebody else told me that. I don't think I look like Ashanti. Like, I typically get Cardi B, Nicki Minaj, that one boxer. I've been getting her lately. Alicia Bungarden. I think it was LG, Byron. That's what I'm thinking. It was LG. But mine was like yellow green. Anyway, the more of the story was, y'all. I appreciate you, Kim. So are you. You're beautiful. Closer to a young Lisa Ray. How do y'all write evil messages in here that don't serve you? How do y'all do that? How do people do that? And don't get me wrong, I don't think I'm right about everything. I don't think I'm right. I don't. But like, if I couldn't send a whole paragraph because my emotional intelligence kicked in, it don't kick in for y'all. They say everybody don't have emotional intelligence. Shout out to those who do. You don't, but that's okay too. Ashanti, my mama had one. I used to play. Stop! My mama had one. Vino, where you been at, bruh? Long time no see. A cross between Megan. No, don't do Nikki like that, y'all. Come on. Chill out on Nikki now. Anyway, y'all, it's the internet. So, like, the internet, so you can just be an internet gangster or something. Bruh, Shin, when you find out what's wrong with them, let me know. I just don't get it. I've never said, then we're going to talk about the story, y'all. I've never said, I promise y'all, maybe because I'm 39. Maybe because I'm 39. I never said, you know what? I'm bored. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go to YouTube Live and I'm just going to say some fucked up shit. And I'm just going to say, I'm bored. I'm bored. I never said that because I thought, I'm bored. I'm going to make some money. Y'all get bored and hop on. That's wild to me, man. That's wild to me. Quit. Sir, we're going to calm down on Nikki now. Calm down on Nikki. I don't know why she did it yet. When I find out why she went to Charlie Kirk's side, and if it doesn't agree with my alignment, of course, you know I'm going to come here and talk to y'all about it. People talk crap and trolls just because they're bored. Yeah, I've never been that bored. I don't know. Maybe emotional intelligence. You remind me of someone that I was dating in high school who I lost a arranged marriage. Bruh, that's wild. I've been content. You do content? Vino. Why didn't you tell me, bruh? I'll pull up. Don't be ashamed that you do content now. Let me know. Y'all pull up to Vino's channel. Especially exactly me. Didn't Nikki have to get a loan? I don't know the full details on that. Some people just troll to see if you're going to read through. That's sad. Let's talk about it, y'all. Just taking that risk, right? Somebody reading your comment, if you're a troll, is a 50-50 ratio that they might take it. So you're telling me the amount of effort that goes into that, right? You get your phone, right? Your phone's got to be charged, right? You orchestrate a message, right? You send it. Y'all say right. Come on now, right? And then you're taking that 50% chance. There's other things to do, y'all, to me. I don't know. I feel where you're coming from. I'm not mad at you, but I just don't agree with it. I'm not. I was never an internet gangster. You keep on. I'm going to block that ass up, girl. You look good when you block that ass up. You. Shan in the building. Hands to the ceiling. Let's pin that, Shan. All right, y'all. Now I'm gonna read. I'm gonna try my best. I hope my people are still in here. Mod Squad. My bad, y'all. Y'all know, like, I've been up since like 2 p.m. yesterday. So I'm gonna try my best to be on my best behavior. 2 p.m. yesterday, right? Yes, Rev, check your mess at the door. It takes a lot of patience to deal with people. Emotional intelligence. Why don't you sound country? Because when I talk really slow, it comes out. Like, I remember I was making a vlog or something and I was like, I'm gonna take a right here. And I was like, I sound so country when I said right here. But y'all, details of the manager at my job, the 19-year-old that would ignore speaking to me. Do y'all remember? Mod Squad, y'all should remember this story. Darnell, what's so funny? It's too early, bruh. Can't even get the crust out my eyes and the trolls come out. Right. Yeah, y'all, you sound more East Coast than country. I don't get that ever. I get country twang. We just recently kicked a guy out that would say, ooh, Your voice is so angelic and country at the same exact time. Da 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 da. I'm at work ready to whoop my supervisor's ass. He talking too much. Damn! Don't do it. Forever you've been up. Yeah, it's like normal for me. I figured like your lover, thank you for pulling up. Miss Universe, you sound wonderful. I appreciate you. It doesn't make no sense. It don't. We can't ever try to make sense. Boss man in the building. I don't understand what people be on. Nobody does. Nobody knows what time they be on. I think I subbed to you when I was high. That's very informational. Thank you for letting me know that. So, the guy, right. Let's get boss man in the building. Hands to the ceiling. Oh yeah, hold on. I gotta wake my daughter up. My bad, y'all. Please wait on me. I've been dying to tell y'all this story. Can y'all give me 1 second? Yes. Okay, give me 1 second. Give me 1 second now. I just gotta wake her up. Thank you, sir. Did I say thank you? I think I was just more sarcastic. Give me 1 second, y'all. Up. You gotta do your hair. All right, guys, I'm back. Handle your business. All right, y'all. For those who don't know, quick, fast. What was happening was there's a manager at my job that's 19 and he recently got promoted. He's been at my job for a year. Boom. So I started to realize that he would never speak to me. And whenever he wanted to speak to me, you could tell that he was very like, weird. Like he would come up to me and just and do this and be like, Natalie, do you mind doing this? Right? Right. Keep in mind though, I do wear headphones at my job. I'm not gonna lie. Boom, bam. We caught up. Good. So during peak, because I work at Amazon, Marcus in the building, he was rude and insecure, sounds like. Very insecure. I think he's 19, right? We were once upon a time 19. I think we're gonna wait to tell you what I think. Fast forward. So come peak at Amazon, the busiest time in the universe, right? You know, they say turn on your andon whenever you have to use the restroom, right? It's like a little the noise, right? Anyway, a guy next to me went to the restroom. And so I'm really far away from, where he locates, goes back. You feel me? So I'm really far from there. So since he's right next to me, I ask him, hey, when he gets back, do you mind covering me? And he you could tell he got a little attitude. He got a little antsy. So I was like, noted. You feel what I'm saying? Noted. I know how you are now. So, I always thought it was kind of weird that he would never speak to me, but I would notice that, I guess whenever he got hired, he had a couple friends, right? He always talked to them. But when he came to me, it would be one of these, right? Boom, bam, thank you. Fast forward. So when he came back, I didn't say nothing. Later on that night, I'm packing at Amazon, and Amazon does need a union. B3 in the building, hands to the ceiling. And so he comes to me and he says, whoever's putting the stuff in the wall behind me is going really fast, y'all. And my wall's like blown out. They call it blown out, right? And he comes up to me and he says, hey, Natalie. He does one of these again. He says, how about you go take a break? Let me zoom in on y'all because I need y'all to I need y'all to be here with me, right? He's like, how about you go take a break and I'll pack your wall down. And I'm like, and keep in mind, I never really had a real conversation with bruh. So when he says that, y'all know me, I'm very sarcastic. So I'm like, you feel you feel me? I hit him with one of those and I said, I'm so confused right now. I said earlier when I had to use the restroom, you had an attitude. But now, who has to go to the restroom on the spot? You feel me? Now my wall's full. Now you want me to go. And I said, look, I got a 19-year-old. I said it nice, y'all. I'm saying it mean. I'm saying it mean now, but I said it nice then. You know what I'm saying? I said it sarcastic. And I was like, I have a 20-year-old. I know an attitude. You had attitude earlier. He tried to deny it, and then he made up an excuse. My boss was on me. Fast forward. Yeah, I left it. I said, no, I ain't going to the restroom. You know what I'm saying? Fast forward, a couple of days went by, and he's helping me again, packing down a wall. And I said to him, you said it nice to who it facts. So I said to him, part 2 of the conversation, a couple of days had passed. And I said, look, I've been wanting to tell you this for a minute. I haven't said it. And he's like, what's up? And I said, like, I'm not trying to be that person. I used to be a manager, but I observe people, y'all. I observe people's patterns and their behavior. And I said, I observe that you don't ever speak to me. You feel me? And you speak to other people, the people that when he wasn't a manager, y'all. You feel me? And he just deflected it and deflected and deflected and deflected and deflected. You feel me? So then I guess he took out of it. But I said, look, I want you to know this. I don't want to seem like it's an issue and you can't fix it. But it's kind of one of those situations. I'm just making you aware. You don't have to talk to me. And I'm not a pick me, but I'm just saying, I realize, you don't talk to me. And it's kind of rude how you can go around talking to other people. But when you come across me, and I'm sure there's other people, it's not a me issue. You just don't talk to me. And he was like, well, I didn't realize it. I can do it now. I can fix this. I'm new. I'm 19. Excuse, right? All these excuses, right? And I said, also, does the people he affiliate they kind of weird. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. They kind of weird. But I didn't want him to start speaking to me. I just wanted him to acknowledge that he wasn't. And so he deflected and said, I'm gonna come on the second meeting and third meeting and then tell y'all how he's acting now. All right. So Kaban second and third meeting. He's like, well, you always have your headphones on. And he said it like with a smirk. And I said, so we're not allowed to have, Amazon approved headphones? Oh, we are. And I said, well, how many seconds does it take to say, hey, Natalie, how are you? I'm not asking you to say, Natalie, what did you cook for dinner yesterday? I'm not asking you to ask what I had. You're a manager, bruh. You feel me? Y'all, off topic. Next month, I'll be at Amazon for 6 years. This man has been in Amazon for 1 year. And I think it's because Amazon wants people like him. You see how I'm having this conversation with him? Amazon don't want managers like my mindset. Amazon wants managers that are weak, watered down, textbook, only job driven, no association unless it's your friend. So anyway, fast forward. He was like, you usually have your headphones in. I don't want to bother you. And he said it with a smirk on his face. And I said, look, How many seconds does it take to say, Natalie, or hey, Natalie, just want to say hi? It don't take that long. Okay, so why haven't you done it? Well, I've been meaning to talk to you, Natalie. It's just excuse. So anyway, fast forward. I said, well, you don't have a problem with the people that came up in your crew when you first started working here? He said, well, those are my friends. And blah, blah. And I said, you know, some people would say that's like fraternization, you know? And he's like, it's not. I said, so if an outside, and I had to like slow down because, you know, he's got 19-year-old, I know everything mentality. So I said, look, if an outside third party manager came in, HR, and observed you talking to the people that you came up with, you started with when you came here, and then observed you not talking to all colleagues, what would they think? They would think that it's da 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 da. And I said, okay, that's my point. Like, I don't care at the end of the day. I'm not a pick me. I'm just letting you know that some people can be offended by that. You don't got to talk to me at the end of the day, but I'm letting you know. When I don't know you and I ask to use the restroom and you snap, you get mad, and then following up, you don't talk to me. He said, but we all think you're a hard worker, Natalie. And I said, and what does that do for me? Me being a hard worker, what does that do for me? What does that do for me? It don't do nothing for me. It benefits you. And I would think me being a hard worker, what? At least you can say hi. You can't even just say hi. You can't say hi. Not that I care, right? I need y'all to know I don't care. I need y'all to know I don't care, right? Right. So anyway, I come in today. Hi, Natalie. How are you doing? Hi, Natalie. Don't be that if it's not who you are. And that's when I told him, bro, if it's not who you are, now I'm just going to smile back and just shut up. But if it's not who you are, but he's like, it's been who I am. It's been who I am. If it's been who you are, then why haven't you done it? If it's been who you are, if you're the kind of person that speaks, and then he was even like, yes, ma'am, no, ma'am, in the conversation. If that's who you are, why haven't you done it? Because like I stated at the beginning of this story, I am the kind of individual, I recognize patterns. You can't tell me, you feel me? 4 days in a row, you wear a blue shirt. The 5th day, what color shirt I'm going to think you're going to wear? Blue. And if you wear red, that's a different kind of pattern, bro. You don't talk to me, and I know what it is. Y'all might not know, but I know what it is because I've heard it my whole entire life. It's the intimidation. I intimidate people, y'all. I don't know how, because like if you took the chance of trying to talk to me, you would know I'm nice. But I think a lot of people look at me and they think I'm evil. They think I'm evil. You feel me? I go to work. I do my job. I'm a good worker. I'm a good worker. But you can't even say you a good worker. You got to wait till I go off on you. Because you as a manager don't ever say nothing to me. You got to wait till I snap. You got to wait till I fish scale. How you doing? 704. I'm 5'7". This new generation is weird. Boy, they weird. Snap. No one like. I know that will lose your job. I didn't snap. That's the thing. I said it. I'm yelling at y'all, but when I talked to him, I literally watered it down. Don't get me wrong. He was making me upset because he kept trying to find a reason to justify his actions. Well, I'm 19. When you went to the interview, did you tell them I'm 19, I deserve this job? No. So your age does not play a factor to your behavior, bruh. It don't. Then why did you apply? If you're going to keep saying I'm 19, It doesn't matter that you're 19. But don't like, bruh, you just don't talk. Like, why do I have to call out your pattern? You don't talk to me. Don't say you do or I was fixing to. I was just about to do it. Bruh, come on, man. So anyway, that's now when I see him today, yesterday, hi Natalie. Hey Natalie, how you doing? Natalie, you good? Today, Natalie, are you leaving early? Bro, you ain't never said nothing to me. Now, since I done called out your behavior, now you want to talk about, am I leaving? Am I leaving? Am I leaving? What's up? Oh, now you want to know what I ate for lunch today, bro? Get out of here. So now I'm just gonna hit him with that. The most sarcastic smile. You good? Cause he ain't getting it, y'all. He ain't getting it. It ain't my job to tell you what you're doing wrong. But I just feel, and I don't think I know all the answers to everything. I don't think I'm the smartest person in the world. But I do have manager skill training. I'm not trying to be a manager now. I'm not. Those who know, they know I'm not. But I just think I think a lot of jobs are so work that I think the number one reason why people quit jobs, they quit bosses, bruh. They quit bosses. Now keep in mind, come on now, listen, because I know a lot of y'all are like, oh my goodness, Diary of a Mad Black Woman 2.0. And I'm not mad, but just think. You're acknowledging that I work hard, right? And I do. I work hard. I do. I'm not going to lie. I work hard, right? What is motivating me to work hard? If I came to work and let's say none of the managers said anything, but Natalie, 104, that's it. What would make me want to? Yeah, I get it. I got to pay bills, but what's inspiring me to come into my job and do my job if I'm just working hard? Clearly, working hard don't get me promoted. You feel me? You feel what get it out, Natalie. You feel what I'm saying? So, I think if you valued your employees, just say hi. Is that too much to ask for it? Hi. Or there's a popular saying, y'all, that I learned when I first became a manager is that you'll get more bees with honey, meaning if you're semi nice to your employees, you'll get more out of them. Let's say push came to shove. I don't know, maybe y'all can't feel me on this one because I'm a woman who stands on boundaries and principles. Let's say they needed me to pack my wall out before lunch, right? Natalie, take a late break. Let's say if they needed me to do that. Listen, because I needed to click for y'all because I know what y'all thinking. Y'all probably, this lady need a crazy check. Let's say they needed me to pack my wall out before I went to lunch. Let's say he never talks to me, ever, which he don't. Do you think I'm willing to take a late lunch to benefit helping you if you never you never say anything? Would y'all be willing? To take a late lunch? Or do you think, and I'm not asking Brad to say, hey Natalie, how many kids you got? What school they go to? What did you pack in their lunch today? Anton, how you doing? Good morning. I'm not asking him to say that. But do you think you'll get more bees with honey if I came in at the beginning of shift and he would just say, hey, Natalie, how are you? You're going to 104. Or do you think how he is presently, excluding the last 2 days of him coming in like this? You feel me? He would come in like this. Which one are you guys willing? Are y'all willing to not to go to lunch late? Are you willing to do that for someone you don't know? I'm just trying to understand. Let me know, y'all. My bad, y'all. That's crazy how he got exactly. You know why he got promoted before me though? What is that on my face? Kissing some tail. And you know what I don't do? I'm not no tail kisser. I don't kiss nobody's tail, bruh. You should explain. Jeffrey Pfeiffer's book says it explains your situation. Ain't nobody trying to be fair. Ain't nobody trying to be fair. And that's why I'm so like done. They got so mad at me today. I could tell the manager got mad because, Amazon has like careers. They'll pay for you to be a truck driver and all this other stuff, right? And she's talking to a young man today, my manager, and she was like, "You don't want your life to pass you." And I said, "Yeah, you be in this mug like me 6 years straight, not getting promoted." Natalie, don't say that. It's the truth. Don't get me wrong, I moved around building to building to building, but like it's the truth. Why don't you want him to know the truth? You feel me? I don't care though, y'all. For real, my main objective is, for real, if you don't know, is to like grow my channel. It might sound crazy to some people, but I really love coming live, doing videos, doing shorts. It's really my passion is being a content creator, and that's why, but I still don't understand, like, if you knew someone that was at a job for 6 years, like, I don't know, that's why I think I'm a natural leader, y'all. I told y'all I've had previous, manager skills before, but, um, I would go in and say, "Hey, you've been here for the same amount of time. I've been with the company for 3 years. So has you, right? So have you. What's stopping you from moving forward with the company?" You know what I'm saying? Like, are you trying to move forward? Nobody has ever asked me that question at this building. And I get it. A lot of them know I do YouTube, but why not say, "Hey, are you willing to know another job until your channel does what you want?" Nobody does that. And you know why? I think, are you up? I think it's because they're threatened, bruh. I think they're really threatened by me. If I work hard, I point out obvious details that need to be done. To some people, believe it or not, I don't know if you guys have ever met anybody like this, but a lot of people hold on to their jobs. It's like their ego. You feel me? If they were to lose that job, if somebody was to take that job from them, they wouldn't know what to do. And I think a lot of people at my job are this way. Like, even when I told that boy today in front of a different manager, "Yeah, you don't want to be in here like 6 years." She didn't even, "Well, Natalie, do you want to move up? Like, what stop?" She didn't even do it. She didn't even do it. So it's like a lot of people feel like, and then a lot of people are just focused on them moving up. My bad, y'all. I'm back in the chat now. Anna in the building, hands to the ceiling. Good morning, Anna. Do more. I know that. See you again. How you doing? Anton, how you doing? Anton said I should do a video, y'all, on assumptions about me. You just got like 40 of them right there. Anton, I'm going to do that for you, though. For real, I forgot. Thank you for pulling up to remind me. I wouldn't if I knew them personally. You wouldn't what? And they want you to be a pick me, bruh. Nobody around there stands on business. Could you imagine me being there, standing on business? And if I was a manager, I'd be singled out, boy. Boy. Yeah, he's a man. He's a man. He's very intimidated. A lot of guys, like, I can tell, like, I'm intimidating to them. Because nobody's going to say, "I've been wanting to talk to you." Bro, what's stopping you? And I can understand if he just went past me all the time and didn't see me, but he's like literally always near me. Dang. Because they don't care. They don't care, Kevin. Natalie, how are you? Anna, I'm good. How are you? My eyes look like They glowing in the dark. I don't think you registered in that way. I think sometimes we overstimulate, we impact. I don't think you register in that way. I think sometimes we overstimulate the way we impact others. What do you mean by that, Kevin? Let me know. You should have been promoted years ago. You know, they at different buildings they've tried to promote me, but when they tried to promote me, they literally have wanted me to like go to the complete opposite shift of what shift I was on. But he stayed on the same exact shift. So I don't care, bruh. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. It don't bother me no more. You feel me? I just don't care. I don't know. And I say it like it sounds like I care, but when I tell you I really don't care, I really don't care. I don't know how to say it. I really don't care. You know, I feel like I'm too I think too far advanced. Like I feel like they should come to me, but I'm not willing to go to them because I think it's obvious, man. I made a point one day talking about this topic, y'all. I was saying that they have a birthday round table when it's near your birthday and they pull a lot of people in this room and they go around the table, right? So y'all know I'm a Leo, big Leo energy, hands to the ceiling, but they have paired us with Virgos because, you know, my birthday's August. So they did like August, September. Anyway, it's like maybe 10 people. We go around the room. We say how long we've been at Amazon. Da 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 da. Anyway, everybody's like, because you know, like the 10-year people usually stay at Amazon like 8 months and then they get fired or they get quit because, you know, we have like a point based system. But anyway, everybody, maybe the longest person at that table besides me was with Amazon 1 year. 1 year, right? How do you hear people say, 8 to 10 people say, I've been here for 6 months. I've been here for 4 months. I've been here 1 month. Then you get to me, right? You get to Natalie. And I say, my name is Natalie. I've been at Amazon for almost 6 years. I've been at 4 different buildings that are not like this. How does a manager do you hear that? And you don't say, damn, she's been with the company a minute. She's kind of educated. She's been at this building, and this building, but a light switch doesn't go off for you to say, you know, Natalie, after the meeting, I like to talk to you. How don't you? Because my mind as a leader thinks that way. Yeah, I'm back in the chat now. Yes, thank you. I appreciate you. I'm glad you. Of course, Brian, you can't forget something like that. Men are the problem, bro. Pac, have a good Tupac. I feel like a lot of people's egos become attached to their jobs. It's because it's like a character. Exactly. I knew a lady that thought I was trying to take her job and she was panicking. This is a main character delusion. What are you talking about, Kevin? Like, bro, I don't know what you saying, baby. They love snitches. Oh my God, they do. Don't forget the topic we talked about. Anna, I got you. Hey, what's up? Antonio, good to see you again. I remember seeing you on some. Antonio, you're on other people's channels. Let me find out. Markup meeting. Has he ever said anything to, he asked me like this. Hey, Natalie, what position would you like to work? What's your favorite? And I looked at him and said, it don't bother me where I work at. He said, okay, all right, cool. That's it. Yeah, Antonio, yes, sir, you did. What's good? You trying to be funny? What happened? Did you get him out? Thanks for asking. I'm pretty good. I'm at work right now watching my homegirl. You best chill. I see Shin getting very active in the chat. Matthew, good morning. Good morning, Orlando. You think I'm 6'1"? It's just my ego. Nights. I have a big ego. My ego's like 6'4". It might make you feel small, but realistically, I'm 5'7". Antone, I hope you have a good day at work, bro. Look at Antonio in the building. Y'all, yeah, what do y'all think about? I don't do OF no more, Black Cloud. I did though for a minute, but I don't do it no more. Maybe next lifetime. I got you, okay? What do y'all think about call-ins Friday? Are y'all down for call-ins Friday? Y'all got some topics that we can talk about for call-ins? Yeah, I don't do it no more. Retired. I'm out the game of the OF. Done. Done. Y'all have any topics for Friday where we can do call-ins? Yes. What was your username? Bad B word 1111. Mhm. Did you get it? Black Cloud. Look me up now. It's not on there no more, but that wasn't my name. You know I'm being sarcastic, right? I don't think you get that I'm being sarcastic. What you say, Rev? Yes. Call-ins, you got a topic. What is a good topic, y'all think, for call-ins? A call-in topic. You don't know when I'm being no one knows when I'm being sarcastic. People don't want to work on themselves, Antonio. A lot of people don't like to take accountability. They don't like to hold themselves accountable. How are we gonna call in on what would we say about that, Black Cloud? I used to have TikTok. I'm not really active on there anymore because I think I'm too old for TikTok, y'all. I'm gonna be real. I'm not understanding it. I looked over at my daughter's phone the other day. Don't come in here with the hostility. Don't come in here with the hostility. But they were just, you still gonna be hostile. Yeah, I'm talking to the cat. Y'all already know. Yeah, I don't. It just be. I can't. I can't get into it, bro. I don't know. I can't. It don't click for me, y'all. This morning is different on the live. What's that mean, Shin? What do you mean? Let me know. Let me know. That's why it needs to be addressed. What is a good topic you think you can give me? I know you're at work, Antonio. Bruh, Black Cloud. You don't have a woman, do you? Hold on, y'all. Well, it's every day, Shin. You know that, bruh. You already know how. You've been in here long enough to know how they come in here. Why you acting different? You don't drink caffeine or anything? That's probably your problem, bruh. You need you a nice coffee to heighten your senses. I know you just woke up, but you've been in here long enough to know how they act. It don't matter if it's morning, same behavior as noon, same behavior as night, same behavior as school hours, non-school hours, weekends. They just don't have nothing to do. You know what I'm saying? Good morning, Dot. How you doing? I know. I'm sick of it. I'm tired of it too, bruh. That's why I just like wild out here, son. With these people coming in here being weird, bruh. EBT, you said now you have to do community service. Are you going to work 20 hours a week to qualify for EBT? For one, Anton, can I be real? I've never had EBT. I had during the pandemic, they gave EBT benefits for the kids that were out for school. but I never went to the government assistance. I've never been on EBT. I know, it's wild, isn't it? I've never been on Section 8. I never had WIC. I've always just been I've never had childcare, assistance. I've always, like, worked. So, I don't know, bruh. I would want it, you feel me? But they say I make too much money. Black Cloud thirst trap videos, absolutely not. No, you need 2 drinks that man, probably Friday when we do call-ins, y'all. Blessed and about to make breakfast. Dot, send me a plate. What you making? I don't like eggs, but if you get like pancakes or waffles with like hash browns, send it. No, anytime. Oh darn, people think I'm really pretty. Pretty, you pretty. Are you pretty? She chosen. Thank you for pulling up. Thank you so much, fam. How to do combat. Cause I quit not working for these people. What you talking about, chosen? What people? YouTube? Dot, what you got for me, bruh? You can feed us, bruh. You quit what? Like YouTube? The 9 to 5? Let me know what's going on in your brain, she's chosen. I don't know. You quit what? Keep going to work at Amazon? Are you talking about the EBT? Eggs. Oh, just give me the fruit smoothie. Send it. I'll give you mine. I just don't like I'm gonna be real. I know what it is. I don't like eggs, like scrambled eggs. Like I can make like a deep fried egg. I've never had an egg like this until I met my husband. Cause I remember when I first met him, he was like, "You want an egg sandwich?" And I was like, "Ew. Ew." And he made it for me and it changed my life, man. Anyway, I think it's like a traditional scrambled egg. It's the texture of the egg that I don't like the way it feels. You feel me? Oh yeah, I got you, Rev. I don't know. I gotta think. We can add that into it though. No rest and that 401k ain't she chose that. I don't know what you trying to tell me, baby. Yeah, you out, bruh. I don't. That's why I feel like it's so hard being me, cause like I'm very like outspoken. Y'all know that, right? And so a lot of people think you being outspoken that they can use it against you, but I feel like if I was ashamed of anything I'm saying, I wouldn't say it. So I'm not ashamed of anything I'm saying. Keep working. You have a husband and working. She chosen. Have a good day, okay? All right. Y'all say bye to she chosen. Cause she's been chosen to leave. Oh my God. Tag team it. Brand that train, Chin. Just tell your brain something different. There's food I couldn't eat as a kid. I eat now, so I feel you. What kind of food could you not eat? Dot. I just don't. I think that's a permanent thing. I've always not like that texture of the egg. I don't think I can. And then believe me, when I see sunny side up, I'm like, ugh, I can't do it. That's trifling to me. I'm not saying anything if y'all like sunny side up, but like my husband will make sunny side up and put it on rice and I'll see the yolk. I I can't do that, y'all. I'm sorry. The way that looks to me, it's like, mm. And then he'll make a plate of food. He'll make a plate of food, right? And he'll try to make me eat. And I'm just like, no, I can't eat that, bruh. I can't eat that. Tag team ran that train on him. Ran a train on him. Got him both out of here. I can't eat ham either. I just don't like ham. Like my daughter has this, and so does my best friend. Like they say when they eat eggs, it makes them feel sick. Do y'all know about that? I was just waiting. What you chimed in at the end, Shin? You chimed in at the very end of it. What meat or cheese? What are you talking about? For the you know what I'm talking about, Byron? I eat all that now. You was like, ooh, I can't wait. Shin was like, ooh, I can't wait to get in. Ooh, time to get in. What is that when they hit the hand wrestling, right? And then the other partner comes in and slams them down. That's what that was. Yeah, I think it depends on if you use oil or not. For the sick feeling afterwards, shit is dumb. OMG. Oh my God, y'all. Yeah, y'all, I don't know what we're going to talk about later on today because I've already talked so much. But yeah, here in a second, I'm going to run my daughter to school and then I'm going to come home and go to bed. Don't use oil, use olive oil to cook. Yeah. I've heard about that too. Another topic would be, what do you see when you look in the mirror? Ooh, that's deep. That's deep now, Reb. You starting to, you feel me? You're starting to pique my interest. If the apocalypse happened in our lifetime and you can only have, you sound like my daddy now. I told you, yeah. I told you that one guy that told me earlier, like, he said, you're too picky when you eat. And he would eat spoiled milk and I would die. And I said, you do realize that spoiled milk is bad for you, right? So realistically, you're doing more harm than good. And then he hit me with a little crazy look. Meant it with his heart. Dot meant it with his heart. He knew. It was like when he was saying it, he felt confident. Like, oh yeah, you so picky. The face started to like activate. Like you would starve if you had to drink spoiled milk. And I listened to him. It was like one of them late responses. You know what I'm saying? Like a late comeback. Rowdy in the building, the king is here. It was a late comeback. I was like, bro, you know people really get sick off of drinking spoiled milk. Like you can't continue drinking. That's what? And he just made a face like, I messed up. You know what I'm saying? That delayed response. But it kicked in though. It activated Shin. Mo in the building, hands to the ceiling. You stay on the ground, sis, like that. You got to. Mo, let me tell you what I thought about when I thought about going live today, y'all. Y'all know that one? Y'all probably don't know. That Ariana Grande song, Seven Rings. I see it. I want it. I see it. I want it. I got it. I see it. I want it. I like it. I got it. I see it. I like it. Now we're going to find out. I don't think they're going to kick me out. Let's see. I don't think that's how it goes though, sis. No, it's not it. It don't even have like a ring to it when you say it. All right, we're gonna find out, y'all. Anyway, more of the story. Y'all know what I'm talking about or no? I love how y'all have me talking and y'all don't be like, yeah, we know the song, Natalie. No, Natalie, you got the lyrics wrong. Y'all don't say nothing. Y'all just have me over here. Do y'all know what I'm saying or no? Do y'all feel me or no, y'all don't feel me? All right, Niabe, last time to correct yourself. What? How's the lyrics? All right, she's saying, I see it, I want it, I like it, I got it. What are you saying? I see it, I like it, I want it, I got it. That does sound like it. All right, let's see. I'm not sure. You know Ariana Grande. We're gonna make it fast because you know copyright restrictions and stuff, man. Let's see if she got it right. More of the story, y'all. More of the story. I said it's 2026. Nat in the building, hands to the ceiling. I said, I want it. I like it. I want it. I got it. That's not how it is. But anyway, about YouTube. That's how I said I'm going to do this year for 2026. All right, y'all. Let's see. Oh, you got it right. Yes. She got it right. She got it right, y'all. She got it right. She said, who's been a friend for years? She got it. Ariana Grande in the building, hands to the ceiling. Anyway, Mo, if you're still here, that was the theory behind me going live. I hope it don't happen, but if it does, who says that eggs will be available though? Dot. If it was an apocalypse, we already know. Like if I remember anything from Kentucky during the snowstorms, the first things to go is milk, eggs, and bread. Milk, eggs, and bread. All right. So who's to say the eggs will be available? Roddy in the building, hands to the ceiling. The late response. I was like, what the hell? I don't eat pork at all. I don't either. I don't eat pork either. A lot of people don't eat pork in here. I'm about to eat some dragon fruit. Shout out to dragon fruit. Are you putting that in your smoothie? I eat a little pork, not too much though. Yes, I think. I'm not sure what song it is. Are y'all serious? Listen to the name. You said. Stop. You don't eat pork because you're Muslim? Y'all. Yep. I would strap up with my swords. Bruh, come on, man. Tell us something we don't know. Shin. Tell us something we don't know. We don't know. I gotta go, sis. Heading to work. Thanks for the motivation. Mo, have a good day at work. Thank you for pulling up. Did y'all hear the Ariana Grande song? Boy, my daughter asked me the other day, she was like, if you had, she's like, it's a zombie apocalypse, but she was like, would you rather stay in the house or be in the car, but you had a limited gas? I was like, the house. She's like, you had a limited gas. But I was like, can you imagine sleeping in your car during a zombie apocalypse? Bruh, I could not, like, even the thought of it. I'm like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, bruh, come on. Shin, which one you doing? What are y'all doing? Zombie apocalypse. Are y'all getting in the car and you have unlimited gas? Or are you going to thug it out and be in the house? And she was like, well, you're going to eventually run out of food. I was like, well, then we're going to have to be scavenging like they was on Walking Dead. I'm not being in the car, bruh. Ramsecking all the celebrity houses in New York. We're going to Miami first. We're gonna go to Miami first. I would board the windows up and be ready. But what about when y'all run out of food though? What are you gonna do? Celebrity house? What are y'all doing, bruh? Antonio says Reem second celebrities. Shen says I would board up the house. Rev says staying in the house. I'll go out and hit them up. Hit who up? The houses or the zombies? Yeah, I'm not sleeping in the car though, bruh. That's wild. That's wild work to me. Unlimited gas too, but I just don't think it's worth it. I mean, I would like, okay. I would like, I would choose unlimited gas if I was able to like stay at different places. You know what I'm saying? Is that a good one? I would have unlimited gas if like I was able to like stay at different locations. I don't know. I appreciate y'all hitting the like button. I haven't even done my little spill, bruh. How you guys doing? My name is Natalie. I go live. It says we have 10 people in here. Shout out to all 10 of you guys for pulling up. My name is Natalie. I go live on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. I typically don't go live this early. So make sure you guys, if you like this type of live, to smash the like button, subscribe, and turn your notifications on. I'm going live again later on tonight because I'm a thug and I'm a thug it out. So I would love for you guys to join my community. Cowboy in the building, hands to the ceiling. No, you're busy here. Talk about the zombies. What are you talking about, Byron? It would be like Kill Bill OMG. Shin, when you get baked beans, Nat, get all the water and I'll get everything else. Bruh, I don't know, man. Baked beans, golly. I mean, I know you don't have a, you feel me? I know you can't, you can't be Golden Corral in there. We gonna be good. Oh my goodness. Like I would like to, she was asking me too. She was like, who, if you had to choose this family member or this family member, which one would you choose? Do y'all think like this? This is how I be thinking. Boy, you gonna be gassy, passy. Shin, you gonna be gassy, passy. I don't know. It's just how I be thinking. Who would I pick to be on my team if there was a zombie apocalypse? You know what I'm saying? And full, yeah. Oh, Cowboy, are you going to school, bruh? I would pick my son and my girl. Are they good though? I be watching people's critical thinking. You feel what I'm saying? I be watching how people be. I'm like, nah, bro, you wouldn't be on my team. I'm sorry. Can't you make all of us die? You know what I'm saying? You're not worth it. I would pick my husband because obviously, like, he's good at like boarding up stuff. You know what I'm saying? He's one of these people, you know, this is one of his special traits. We talk about it all the time. You wouldn't pick P. We talk about it all the time. A lot of time I'd be like, man, I need to go grocery shopping. In my opinion, I feel like I won't have food in here. But he will make a 5-star dinner out of nothing. I tell him all the time, like, you will make out of rice. Somehow lobster comes out. I don't know. I don't know how you do it. Like, to me, I look in the cabinet like, nah, we ain't got nothing in here to eat. He'll make a 5-star dinner. 5-star dinner. Epi in the building, hands to the ceiling. You won't pick me. Dang, bruh. That's a little deep, Byron. It's all right. I feel you. When the zombie comes for you and your people ain't gonna Help you. Don't say nothing, bruh. Epi was good. Hey y'all, Epi does content. If y'all can pull up to her channel just to show support. Um, she's my sister from another mister. She's also, I'm sorry, Epi, I'm putting your business on Front Street. She's a Floridian. Antonio, she's a Floridian. Antonio. Epi also sub to Antonio. He doesn't have content yet, but he's got it in the works. Same thing with Shin. Shin does content. Cowboy does content. Byron, do you do content? I'm just trying to put people on. Thank you so much, Shin, for pulling up. Yeah, but I be so nice so I can charm the zombies. You feel what I'm saying? I stand on business. You can't see it now. You probably see a little bit of it. But I got a little bit of inner thug. I got a little bit of thugness to me. You feel me? If a zombie come for me, I'm going to defend myself, bro. You feel me? I think I'll be good. Thank you so much, Antonio. You good son? I'm a New Yorker living in Florida. We ain't never claimed another state, son. Oh yeah, we talked about that earlier. Someone was like, I don't think you talk, referring to me. He was like, you don't talk like you're from Kentucky. You don't talk Southern. And I hit him with that, that one, this face. I hit him with this, and he was like, and I said, well, I feel like, everybody should be happy of where they from. I'm from Kentucky. And then someone chimed in and said, you got internet in the boonies? And I was like, well, even though I'm from Kentucky, right now I'm in Florida. But I'm learning like to quit saying Tampa because I see a lot of creators not say their city. And we all know how people get weird on here. So maybe I should stop saying that. You feel what I'm saying? Then she is a sister. Yes. I am Thug Life. I am Thug Life. You can't see it on here because you see my personality, but I think that's why I intimidate a lot of people because if you don't know me, I'm the kind of person, I'm not fake, right? If I don't like you, baby, I'm not going to act like I do. I'm not going to act like I do like you. I'm not going to act like I don't like you. I'm just not going to waste my energy on conversating with you. So I think at work, to be real, I talk to like maybe 3 people. So I'm like a mystery woman. You know what I'm saying? So when I'm just doing my job, I got this look on my face. My face, very expressive. You know what I'm saying? I got a very expressive face. I think people don't know how to interpret me, and it makes them think, you feel me? Like, you feel me? I don't know. Like, I can't describe it. What do I do for work? I'm an Amazonian. Wow, she's pretty. AJ, thank you. I subbed to them from the last live. I appreciate you, son. Do you follow Stash, Epi? Do you know who Stash is? He says that I really think it's really good advice. He says that, if the YouTube algorithm isn't going to like push us or restrict us, that it's good to tap in with people who also are on the same journey as us. But you already do it. I don't got to explain that to you, man. Never mind. Wrong person, Epi. Pull up on Cowboy 2 if you haven't, Epi. Then I'm done. I'm done calling people out until somebody else pulls up that I know. In my opinion, I think it's possible for a virus. I do too. Come on now. No, you can see it. You see the thug, Byron? You see my inner thug? Dang, bro. I was trying to hide it. I was trying to tuck it in. I was trying to tuck in my inner thug, but you see it. Dang, bro. I didn't do a good job. I'm glad I'm out of the streets, though. I am too, bruh. Shout out to you being out of the streets. Some people never make it out. Yeah, Stashy with the cashy. Yeah, he be saying that all the time. And I was telling him, like, bruh, I talked about it last time I was live. I was like, man, I try to do what you said. I try to tap in with some people that were on live, but it be some weirdos on live. I don't know what that say about me, but I had literally went when I heard Stash say that, I had literally strode down to my first live. I was like, you know what? That makes sense what he's saying. And I said, I'm going to communicate with people. I'm just going to pull up on people's lives, big lives, little lives. I'm going to try to fit in. You know what I'm saying? And the first person I tried to fit in with, I think God be showing me this stuff like this. Like, no, Natalie, I want you to see it. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, I think he was doing like illegal substances on live, right? And he's watching football. And I promise y'all, he went like this. I pulled up on Sunday and I said, Happy Sunday. And he looked at me and said, The Fabulous Life of Natalie. And I said, oh, yeah. Now, I said, nope, out. And everybody I strode up on, because I was trying to observe them. I was like, nope, they weird. Nope, they weird. I couldn't fit in with nobody. But it's like that with real life with me. I got to be like, I have to fit in. You know what I'm saying? I have to fit in. Boy, I said, what is he doing? I said, oh my God, ain't no way. Antonio, I said, ain't no way. The first person I pulled up on was like that. Ain't no way. It just kind of left a bad taste in my mouth. It come out, the inner thug. I think that's the part I like about you. At least one of them. The thugness, the realism. You ready? Huh? All right, guys, I got to get ready to take her to school. I would do a ride along. Last time I did a ride along, bro, it was glitchy. I used to trap all types of mini night ninjas. Oh, wow. Nothing wrong with trapping. Straight nose warrior. Oh, man. I don't know I think that he was on the dab. Is that what they call it? I don't know what they call it. He had said something like dab before he flipped out like that. He said dab. And then I said happy Sunday. And that was his answer. And I said, oh, no. Y'all know y'all can just go up, right? I said, oh, not the live for me. But guys, I'm about to dip out. I'm going to come back. I promise y'all. He said dab, bruh. He said dab. I said, oh. I said, Stash lying to me, boy. Stash is lying to me. Y'all, I'm going to come back. Thank y'all so much for pulling up. I really appreciate y'all pulling up for this early session. I'm going to come back, I think, at 6 o'clock. I'm going to drop her off at school. And then I'm going to go to bed. I'm going to try to, y'all. I had a whole cup of coffee, but appreciate y'all pulling up. I dropped a video yesterday. If y'all didn't pull up to it, please pull up. If y'all want more Natalie in y'all's life, y'all know the exclusive content. It's that coffee, y'all. The exclusive content, pull up to it if y'all need more Natalie in y'all's life. I see it. I see all the blue in here. I appreciate all the mod squad taking care of business. And that with the stacks is offline. You know him? You know him. Huh? Okay, no, you don't have to. No, you have to do. No, you have to do you thing. Do my thing. Yes. Quit taking words, my vocab, Epi. Yeah, it won't let you comment on my short because moderators, it won't let you do it if you're blue. Wowed out here. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna get ready to go. Do appreciate y'all pulling up. Yeah, you know a thing or two or three. B3. Guys, I gotta go. I love you guys. I miss y'all. I can't wait to see y'all at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Make sure y'all pull up for the next live. Thank you guys for pulling up. See you later. Bye, y'all. Oh my God, I hit cancel instead of end, y'all.